Like that, like, I can't get past that. Instead of calling our parents, we decide to sit in random bitches' cars. Like, what? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl XO Kara and I'm back with another freaking video. If you're a returning subscriber, what's tea, y'all? And if you're new, make sure you click that subscribe button and make sure you turn on your post notifications so you always know when I drop another freaking video. So we just gonna get into this little story time, and yeah, y'all, this one is freaking crazy because I had to even call my friend to like help me piece together the freaking story because I actually had forgot a lot of stuff. And like, yo, when I tell you, listen, okay. We gonna get into this, and as y'all can tell by the title, y'all already know what we about to talk about, so I hope y'all got y'all drink ready. Like I said, this is Sip and Spill. That is so freaking good. The triple sec really did what it was supposed to do. So this story time, I want to say this story time took place in either 2015 or 2016. I really can't remember. If it was the end of semester of sophomore year, 2014, 2015. So yeah, it was 2016, y'all. It was 2016. Okay, so during this time, all right, so y'all know semester ends off in May. So this, like I said, this was sophomore year. Y'all know the semester end off in May. So you know, we go home or whatever, and my friend, she actually in a couple story times, so we just gonna keep the same names for both of them because it's the same two people. Like I told y'all, when y'all seen us, when you see me, you seen them, and when you seen them, you see me. So we gonna give them, I think we used to call ourselves the Proud Family. So La Cienega and Dejanay, but the story, like the story is about Dejanay from the title. So La Cienega, she was like working towards, my camera about to die already. Y'all, I'm back, technical difficulties, but we're gonna get into it. So what I was saying, so it was like the end of the semester, and La Cienega, like the whole freshman year, she was working towards getting into the nursing program. And so she had got in there, but since she had started like, I guess like a year late because she was doing respiratory, she like decided that she wanted to stay for the summertime so that way she could catch up on classes so she'd be able to graduate on time. Because our class time to graduate was, I told y'all this was 2016, our class time to graduate was 2018. So in order for her to like finish on time, she had to like stay all summer for like the rest of the years that we was there for. So all right, boom. So we come home, and I want to say La Cienega found the party. Like, I really want to say La Cienega found the party. So boom, she found the party, and it's like one of those, like everybody home from school type of parties where like they like put up, like on the flyer, they have like all these different colleges from like your home state or like HBCUs and stuff like that. And it's like a thing where like everybody just come back, like whoever in the hometown, link up, turn up, whatever. So we like, all right, bet is lit because, you know, we gonna know people. Like that's something that, you know, me, La Cienega, and Dejanay never really did. We never really like attended hall parties because it wasn't like in no club or like on a college campus or anything. It was like some regular behind people rented out a space and, you know, promoted it, and you just show up and that's that. Like yeah. So we gonna get into it. So yeah, so that was the move basically. So it come time, and I want to say at the time, like none of us, me, La Cienega, or Dejanay, we didn't have our license. We're car, because y'all know people be driving dirty. So we didn't have a way to get back. So our plan really was to take an Uber there, because it was only like 10 minutes from La Cienega house. Our plan was to take an Uber there, and then, you know, we was going to try and find a ride back. So they asking people, and we really couldn't find nobody. So I just chalked it up, and I had asked my brother. And I usually don't like, well, not anymore now because I got my own car. But back then, I did not like asking my brother to like take me anywhere because he used to be acting funny. Like, and I'm gonna get into that. Like, he used to be acting like real funny. So, yeah. So I eventually just like chalked it up and asked him, and he told me, yeah, right. Okay, boom. You know, go to the liquor store. Mind you, I think we was only like 20. Yeah, we was only like 20, but we ended up having somebody get a bottle for us. And when I tell y'all, we had got Sveka, you couldn't tell us nothing in college. Sveka and pucker was our shit. Like literally, the watermelon pucker, pink lemonade, Sveka, it was a vibe, period. So we pull up to La Cienega house, and yeah, we start getting ready. You know, we pre-gaming, we taking shots, turning up, listening to music, twerking, dancing, having a good time, having a ball. And I want to say we did as basically finish like just about the whole bottle. Like it had only been like this much left, and it was only us three. So I get this weird text, like before we leave out, like we like, all right, it's time to go out or whatever. So before we leave out, you know, my brother, he texts me, he like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't come get you no more, I'm going out. So I thought that shit was weird, because I'm just like, you know, we out like drinking and stuff. Like, now I'm the oldest, so that's my younger brother, so like I'm like, we out drinking and stuff like that, like, and I probably wouldn't have drunk as much or whatever if I knew we didn't have a ride. And to be honest, that right there should have told us to stay the fuck home, okay? That right there should have told us to stay home, but no, we didn't listen. So since we couldn't find a ride, and you know, we didn't want to stay in the house, especially because it was only had 2 weeks to be home before she had to go back to IUP. So I keep saying her name, but yeah, so I'm gonna just block it out. But so Janae had basically was like, all right, whatever, like I'm just gonna pay for the Uber to get us back home, like we just gonna get dropped off at their house, sleep or whatever, and I guess like I'll just call my mom in the morning, ask her to pick me up, or I'll just catch the bus home. So we get there, and when I tell y'all it's lit, y'all, it's lit, it's doing one thing. So I really just gotta give y'all the visual before we get into like everything else. So I told y'all it was like a random ass hall, like it's one of them like it really looked like an abandoned ass weird house, for real, if you want to be technical, because like you walk in and it's like this extra wide like space hallway, like it almost looked like just like a regular first floor, but it's like all this stuff in there, like little chairs, wood, trash cans, like just random ass shit. And so, you know, you walk down and then you gotta walk up like 2 flights of stairs. I guess it's like 2 because it's like one up and then another one up, boom. So yeah, 2 flights. And when you walk in, to the right, when you walk in, it's like basically like a spacing area, like where people like sit down, chill. It's a pool table, and it's like couches in there. Now I'm not talking about lounge couches, like couch chairs. I'm not talking about little lounge that you put your feet on couch chairs. I'm talking about grandma living room couch chairs. Like them chairs had prints and shit on it. Them shits was regular couches, okay? So I'm like, oh, so that's the right side. So when you look over to the left side, it's just like the open area, like where everybody supposed to be dancing at, the DJ, like, you know, what was it, like the bar or whatever. So we seen the bar, so we like, all right, bet we're gonna go over there. So mind you, I told y'all we wasn't 21. I mean, yeah, we wasn't 21, we was only 20. They didn't card us. And so we like, bet it's lit, we ordering drinks, you know, we getting turned up. Now I ain't gonna lie, Janae gets a little bit too turned up. Like when I say she got turned up, like she got turned up. Now she's usually always the dancing friend. You know, like me and for real, we kind of like the, you know, bop, the pretty, you know, wreck the words, yada yada yada. But Janae, I keep saying her name, but Janae, that's because we still cool. Janae, she gets, like, she turned up, like she twerking everywhere, she dancing everywhere, like she just lit. And then mind you, when I tell y'all it was lit, like this shit was packed, it was hot. So we like, no, like we need to go somewhere, find somewhere to sit down. We was wearing heels, our feet was hurting, whatever. So we decided to go over to that little pool table area or whatever. And so we actually ran into people that we know from school. And so we like, all right, bet, like this the vibe right here. Cause like in school, we usually always play like, so you know, like it'd be like, I don't know if y'all know, like I don't know if this happens like at y'all schools, but like but at ours, like it'll be a party like at somebody's house or whatever, and like basically like I guess if like you know the person at the house or whatever, sometimes they wouldn't be like involved in the function, they would be like in their room. So like you know, like, I don't know, like if we like fuck with them or whatever, instead of us being like, when it got too hot, instead of us being in the mix, we would just be in the room like vibing, chilling, talking, like, you know, busting it up, having a good time, basically like a kickback inside the party. Or we would just be outside like with the upperclassmen and stuff like that. Like we wouldn't really too much be in like the hot ass, because when I tell you them parties used to be hot, we used to be drenched in sweat. So like after I think we got over after our freshman year, and then like after that we quickly realized, oh, the real party outside, okay? So yeah, it was like one of them. So we went to the side, we like, all right, bet, like this the vibes, like this, you know, this is what we do on a regular, this is what we like doing. So we sitting there, we chilling or whatever, and now the L start getting passed around. So you already know we smoking and stuff like that. So we notice some time go past and we don't peep DJanae. Like we don't peep DJanae at all. So we like, oh my god, like where DJanae? We calling her, she not answering her phone. So like we like, damn, like this bitch really drunk as shit. So we like, all right, like we gotta look for a bitch. Like we can't have our bitch out here down bad, period. So we started walking through like the mix or whatever. We can't find her nowhere or whatever. So we like, all right, well, like maybe she like left and she like went outside or something. So like as we walking down the steps, we finally see her. This bitch is slumped over or sitting on a chair, like where her face is basically in the trash can, like she gotta throw up or something. So we asking her, you know, if she had to throw up, and she was just like, no, she good for right now, she just need to sit, da 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 da. So at this point the party over, and so it's time for us to leave. So like we said, DJanae would pay for the Uber. DJanae is too freaking drunk to even unlock her phone or even like tell us the password or anything. So now we stuck basically. And I don't know why I didn't click in us to call our moms or anything like that, but we didn't. So we had went outside and just started asking like people that we knew if they would be able to give us a ride home, because like I told y'all, only lived 10 minutes away. So it wasn't like, you know, it was like some drawn out ass ride. It wasn't like it was 30 minutes away or whatever, because like that's something that could happen in Philly. Like you could be on one side of Philly and it take you 40 minutes to get to the other, like 40 to 45 minutes to get to the other side of Philly. No, it wasn't no like drawn ass shit like that. So boom, so we like, all right, cool. So we asking people telling us no, they won't be able to take us, oh, they car full, all this other stuff, da 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 da. And at this point I'm like, fuck all y'all, like, cause y'all claim to fuck with us as much as y'all fuck with us on a regular basis, and we telling y'all we need help and wasn't nobody there to fucking help us. Fuck all y'all, period. So that being said, after that, like these random ass girls was like seeing us, like they seen us desperate. Like when I tell y'all, like we was really like literally desperate. Like she's like slumped sleep, like we, like at this time I was a little bit smaller. I wasn't like real smaller, but I was definitely a little bit smaller than this. Like DJanae was thicker than both of us, so like it was like kind of hard to like, you know. So boom, when nobody help us, so these two random girls seeing us, we was desperate, whatever, and they told us, they was like, oh, you know, y'all can sit in our car, in my car, until y'all know y'all figure out y'all situation. So I don't know why the fuck we were getting these random ass bitches cars. When I tell y'all, we didn't know them bitches from a can of paint. We didn't even meet them bitches inside the party. Like literally we just met them right then and there, and our dumbasses decided to click in our head and get in their car instead of calling our parents. Like I can't get past that. Instead of calling our parents, we decided to sit in random bitches cars. Like what? Anyway, so boom, so we get in that car or whatever, and I guess like the girl didn't want to sit there. She wanted to like play the let out a little bit. I don't know if y'all say that where y'all from, but playing the let out is basically like when the function in and everybody outside and you just stay to like socialize. That's playing the let out. Now be careful, because you can't play the let out everywhere, because a lot of shit be happening at the let out, period. So the girl wanted to like spin the block a few times, like blasting music, I guess, like, you know, trying to show off, like, you know, she lit, she want to blast the music, pull up, see some niggas, da 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 da. So I want to say we probably spent this block like 3-4 times. And you know what, a drunk person, all that motion in the ocean ain't good, okay? All that motion in the ocean is not good for that tummy. Like, it was sick. She was going through the motions. Like, that shit was like a roller coaster, okay? Up and down, up and down, up and down. So the girl, like, the driver, she like, oh, you better not throw up in my car, this, that, and the third, yada yada yada. So girl, ain't nobody gonna throw up in your car, this, that, and the third. So long and behold, starts freaking throwing up, but she did not throw up in her car. So I'ma just freak. I'm gonna have to block out all these names because I keep saying the names, and it's because honestly we still cool. So I don't know why I gave names if we still cool, but anyway, so Dejanay did not throw up in her car. Dejanay opened up the door and was because we classy girls, opened up the door and decided to throw up. A little bit of the throw up had got like on side of the door or whatever. So the girls start snapping like, bitch, I told you not to throw up in my fucking car and all of this other stuff, all this rah-rah stuff. So like, bitch, I can clean it the fuck up. It ain't that fucking deep. Calm the fuck down. This and the third. So the bitch just still popping off in her mouth. The bitch just still popping off at the mouth. Bitch like, get the fuck out my car. Get the fuck out my car. This and the third. Da 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 da. So boom, we like, all right, like you, like we like, baby, you can relax. Like we gonna get it up, baby. You can relax. So she's still popping off at the mouth. Just like, fuck it, fight me. So they really started mixing. And when I tell you, all right, so listen, I'm not gonna lie, like. Be drunk as shit, like as drunk as she was whooping ass. Like she was beating bitches the fuck up, period. Like she was whooping ass. So next thing you know, her little friend, the little driver, little passenger friend, tried to jump in it. And so like tried to like sneak a hit and like she tried to like punch or whatever, but I like pushed the shit out of her. I said, no bitch, we ain't with that jumping shit. Like you got me fucked up. So at this point I'm like, oh no, like these bitches trying to jump now, like I'm trying to take off my heels. So my heels not coming up. Laciana go over on the side like, she like, Kira, no, stop, don't stop. I'm like, no, fuck that. Like these bitches got me fucked up. They trying to jump, da 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 da. My heels not coming off. I'm like, fuck it, and I go over there. So at this point, like in the process, like I'm trying to explain it. Like in the process of me saying fuck it, I'ma go over there. Like it literally just like falls flat, cause like. They was trying to break up the fight while I was trying to take my heels off. That's why she like, no, Kira, no. And I'm like, no, fuck that. Like I'm trying to go after the friend because bitch, you thought you was doing something with that little sly little hit. No. So yeah. So like in the midst of that happening, all of a sudden Dejanay just like falls out. Like she just passes out. Like she just falls out. And I'm like, oh shit, like da 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 da. So next thing you know, this big ass nigga start walking off for her. So now at this point, I'm running after him because I'm like, hold up, like you need to drop my friend. Like who the fuck is you? I don't like, who is you? Like what you trying to do to my friend? So boom, I run over. I'm like, that's my friend. Put her the fuck down. Like put her down now. This and the third, nigga. I don't know you. Like snapping. And whole time it didn't click to me that probably was like the security guard or something like that. Like he probably couldn't have her freaking passed out on the freaking ground. Like what? So boom, I go over there. Long and behold, Laciana thinks that we had left her stranded. Like she thought that we had left or whatever because she turned around from it and she didn't peep any of us. So she calls her ex-boyfriend and she crying to him, telling him how we left her and all this other stuff, yada yada yada. So I went over there, like I went around the corner to go get or whatever because we ended up seeing some girls that we knew from school. And she had told us that she was like, yeah, my ex-boyfriend gonna come, this and the third, yada yada yada. So we like, all right, bet. So the girls was like, yeah, like the girls that we actually knew was like, y'all can sit in here with us and like we'll just wait for y'all to like for y'all ride to come. So we like, all right, bet, you know, thank you, this and the third, yada yada yada. So eventually, you know, her ex-boyfriend come and he didn't come like in his car or anything like that. He came in his cousin's car, and mind you, me and his cousin used to talk, and me and his cousin ain't speak since the last time we talked. So like I think it was like a whole, I want to say like it had to been like at least, it was almost a year, like because it was like that last year. I want to say it was like August, so July or August, one of them, like that following 2015 July August was like the last time me and him like ever spoke. So like that was the first time like I ever seen him since then. And so like it just was embarrassing because it wasn't just the ex-boyfriend and the cousin I used to talk to, it was two other people in the car. Mind you, it's us three, and like we ain't no skinny ass bitches, like we like some thick bitches, period. So we had to squeeze in the freaking car. Like when I tell y'all, it was like so embarrassing. It just was so freaking embarrassing. Like the shit was a hot mess. So we ended up going to the ex-boyfriend house, and the ex-boyfriend basically was like we ended up going to the ex-boyfriend house. finally able to get her phone to unlock the to unlock it. Like, she was finally able to pull herself together, like unlock her phone so she could call the Uber. Now I know y'all probably thinking like, well, why didn't nobody else call the Uber? It's because like, bitch, we was broke. Like, we was broke as shit. And oh, like, you know, why didn't y'all do it? But all three of us, Dejanay, she was the one with like the most money. Like, her dad owned businesses, he used to repair houses and stuff like that, so she always had money. Us on the other hand, like, bitch, we was always broke. So yeah, that's how it was. So she finally was able, so La Cienega ended up just staying there with her boyfriend, and me and Dejanay, like, she stayed at my house, and the next day she took a cab home. But y'all, like, it was a whole freaking video circulating around, like, with the fight and stuff like that, and like, it got passed out. And when I tell y'all, like, it did as look like knocked the fuck out, but when I tell y'all, like, she did not. Till this day, we think that she faked it so that way, like, it could just be over with. Cause like, when I tell y'all, like, she was really throwing them things. Like, she was really throwing them things. She said, what, throwing them things. And out of nowhere, she just passed out. Like, I don't know what happened. Because she definitely didn't get knocked out, y'all. Like, she definitely didn't get knocked out. So yeah, like, the next day she woke up, and then like, she went home or whatever, and like, that, it was just a whole hot mess. Like, I've never been I've never been one of them girls, you know what I mean? Like, one of them girls that's like in mess, like at the functions and stuff like that, or like just in general. Like, I've never been one of them girls. So like, it was so embarrassing, especially because like, it was people we knew there outside, like, and they was like witnessing everything that was going on. But like I said, after that day, we literally said fuck everybody, because y'all be hyping shit in our face. And when we was down bad and needed some help, nobody was around to help us. So it was literally fuck everybody. Like, after that, I kind of think like, after that, we definitely like fell back from a lot of fucking people, because we felt like that situation was weird, especially given, like, I feel like if the roles was reversed, like, we would have been the ones to be like, all right, like, yeah, we gonna help or whatever, like, you know what I mean? But I don't know why to this day we still say this. Like, we don't know why we didn't call our parents. Like, why didn't we call our parents? Like, I know for sure my mom would have came and got my ass. My mom would have came and got my ass, especially because we was in the middle of West Philly, Southwest Philly. My mom my mom would have came and got my ass, period. So yeah, y'all, that's the freaking story time, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. If y'all want to hear another story time, because y'all know my life is crazy. If y'all want to hear another story time, just let me know down in the comments. I'm gonna actually, because I know they got like stories and stuff like that, I'm probably post like polls, because y'all don't transfer over to Instagram. Y'all kind of just like stay here, and I be trying to interact or whatever. So I'll probably like make a poll on a YouTube story or something like that about which story time y'all want next. And without further ado, that's it. I hope y'all tune into the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.